When it comes to deck boxes for Magic the Gathering, Pokemon TCG, and other standard-sized trading card games, there's a constantly growing number of choices that boast protection for your collection, and thus this video will critically compare and contrast the Imperium Duelist Armor Deck Box, BCW's line of Deck Vault LXs, Dragon Shield's new Nest 300+, as well as the GameGenic Squire and Sidekick boxes. But with so many choices, some are better than others, sometimes by a lot. Let's take a look. Let's start with the Imperium Duelist deck box. Magnetically secured flaps serve to secure both your cards as well as a removable tray for dice encounters. The interior is a nice microfiber in vibrant yellow, and the exterior is textured to help provide a non-slip grip. The box holds 100 double-sleeved cards, just barely. I found myself wishing it was just a smidge larger to accommodate my deck, but I could get it in there. Unfortunately, the magnets don't do that good of a job of keeping it in there, but these top-loading flip-style boxes seldom do. The wraparound lid had what I felt was a lackluster glue job. A small pressure from me caused it to separate rather easily. I actually first noticed this when flipping the lid open and shut, and I want to stress that I am applying only a very light pressure here. A light pressure which soon led to the box pretty much coming undone. So, not the best construction in my evaluation. At the end of the day, this is a basic top-loading flip box. I'm more alarmed about the cards being such a tight fit than I am about the shoddy gluemanship, but yeah, shoddy gluemanship. It's a box. It's $26.99 a piece, woohoo, and it doesn't have much in the way of a secure lid. If you like it as a box, that's great. It serves that purpose, and my grade is a C. Barely passing, but yeah, it's a box, it's a C. There you go. Now, when I see the BCW Deck Vault LX 200, I see a super solid design. Strong construction and the capability to hold not 2, but 3 decks, as I will explain in a moment. The LX features quality materials and stitchwork and is comprised of 3 removable trays. The top and bottom trays each hold 100 double-sleeved cards. So that's 2 commander decks right there. And yes, the double-sleeved decks fit comfortably. Now, these trays can be a little tricky to slide out when they have the deck in them. It's actually one of my biggest problems overall with the box. The middle tray can be used for several purposes. First, obviously, is a storage tray for dice encounters, but the sizing allows for tokens, either sleeved or unsleeved as well, and wow, that's deep. Look at all I can put in there. Commander players are often very much in need of somewhere to put a big pile of tokens, and I like that this tray accommodates those players. But as I said, the tray is deep, and so it can actually hold a complete 75-card single-sleeved deck, meaning you can put your standard or modern deck plus sideboard in there if you're willing to have it be single-sleeved. That to me is just great flexibility, providing different options for different players and packing a great deal of function into what I must admit is a really nice form in terms of design. For those who only want to bring a single commander deck, the Deck Vault comes in a 100+ version as well. And while the 100 does not have a large enough tray for 75 single-sleeved cards, that tray still holds an ample amount of sleeved tokens, as well as the main compartment holding that 100 double-sleeved commander deck. And I think this box is a really great option for those commander players with token-heavy decks that don't need to bring 2 down to their friend's house. Good, solid design and a tough leatherette exterior create a long-lasting deck box that offers both transport and protection. Again, my biggest issue is really just the difficulty in sliding those trays out once they have a deck in them. And BCW is also offering emblem printing, which means if you are a member of a club or other gameplay organization with a logo, you can have one printed onto the box. Now, this is printed on and not embossed like the BCW Dragon, so I wouldn't scratch at it too hard, but it is always nice to have options like this. No, you can't buy one with my logo on it. I don't do that, all right? So in contrast to the previous box, which came apart at the edges here, really good construction and glue work. I can apply pressure. Obviously, with any of these style of deck boxes, if you rip hard enough, you are going to be able to take it apart. What I do is I just apply a general pressure. There's no signs of the glue stretching. This looks like it'll hold up well over the years, but how well will it hold up? We've got 2 double-sleeved 100-card decks in here and 1 single-sleeved 60-card deck in here. How well will it hold up to the shake test? Not covering the flap, weight going down. Let's find out. All right, that's good. Now again, that's a lot of weight in this. Ooh. All right, let's see if we can get it. Wow. And that is, by the way, just to clarify, because I spun it, that's the bottom part there. Come on. All right. And again, the stress test is not everything. It is not hardly anything. It is just a way to quickly look at and assess the difference between a box, such as the previous, where one good shake causes everything to spill out everywhere, versus these lovely BCW boxes. Wow. I gotta say, I'm impressed. I thought this would come out, there we go, everywhere. I also like that you'll notice the cards stay in the tray really well. Again, not everything, but it is something. Considering the Deck Vault LX 100 is the same price as the previous Imperium, I'm going to say this is the far, far superior box. Or for only a few dollars more, you can get the double or perhaps even triple deck holding capability of the 200 for $31.99. The grade here is an enthusiastic B+. These are very good, solid designs with minimal issues. Dragon Shield, hands down the maker of the best card sleeves on the market, not to mention excellent quality binders and portfolios, is still trying to take over the deck box slice of the game accessory pie with the introduction of their new Nest 300 Plus. A tray meant for holding cards and some deck boxes, but it is not without its problems. First, like with the original Nests, I found myself often struggling to open these. They are tightly packed together when closed and the process is awkward. Not a fan of the ease of opening and shutting, despite them having marked circles meant to help you in the process. Materials by themselves, though, are quality, fantastic, thick, tough exterior, beautiful cloth-lined interior, smooth and sleek and tough and elegant all at the same time. I love what these are made out of, both inside and out. The inner and outer shells can be configured in a variety of ways once opened to help maximize your space, which I do appreciate. Though again, once put together, especially when cards are inside, they can be very tricky to separate. Speaking of cards, this product was designed for single-sleeved cards, really, which I kind of feel is a bit of a bummer, as the 300 Plus cannot hold 300 double-sleeved cards, only about 260. It's meant to hold about 320 single-sleeved cards. This means you can fit 4 Dragon Shield boxes in it, but not 3 Commander-sized boxes from competitors like Ultra Pro or BCW, as those are all made for double-sleeved decks. And the deck boxes you'd have to put in here are only the thin plastic-sized kind. Things like boulders are not gonna fit. It really is just for cards, though. The dice tray, too, is disappointingly only made for dice, as sleeved cards will not fit in it. But just look at this thing. The first thing I wanted to do was put sleeved cards in it. So while you can perhaps put some unsleeved tokens in here, you can't put anything sleeved inside, which I found to be another big disappointment. And yet this tray is critical, as without it, the Nest runs a danger of damaging your cards. Let's put 3 Commander decks in here. Oh, wait, sorry. I can't fit 3 in here because all my decks are double sleeved using Dragon Shield mats and Dragon Shield inners. So let's put 2.6 Commander decks in here. Less sigh. But if I don't put that tray at the end, due to the curved design of the shell, pressure will cause it to collapse inward and potentially damage your cards. You need the tray to serve as a support structure to keep the lid from damaging your cards. I'm not a fan of this requirement, which means you always need the Nest 300 Plus tightly packed, and you can never use it without the dice tray. So again, it's critical that this tray always, 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 always be in the box. Otherwise, you have that danger of damage to your cards, and that really alarms me. Another thing about this, and I noted this with the nests, I mean, it's very sturdy. I don't think this is going to really come undone. Wow, that's why you test before you film. I didn't. I just assumed. Usually I do. And with this, they're so darn hard to get open for me. And maybe that's just me being all thumbs, but the pressure that I have to apply getting them open, it's very awkward. I really didn't like that with the nests. And I just assumed that this darn thing is not gonna come open if I shake it. Well, that wasn't even much of a shake. Again, stress test of the shake test is not everything, but it is something. These are not my jam. In the end, we have excellent, and again, I really do mean excellent, A-quality materials, but a design that I just can't get behind. I would want the 300 Plus to hold a little over 300 double-sleeved cards. I would want it to be secure with or without that dice tray. And given how nice the tray looks and its shape and size, yeah, I'd want it to hold double-sleeved cards. As it stands, I'll give this a C+, and your personal mileage and desire may vary, but for me, I'd prefer an Ultimate Guard Archive any day of the week to a nearly $40 Nest 300 Plus. Sometimes simplicity can be sweet, as with the new GameGenic Squire and Sidekick deck boxes. Designed to comfortably hold 100 double-sleeved cards, the Squire comes with a fully removable lid, secured by magnets for a closure that is both precise and very, very secure. Best of all, the removable lid can just wrap around the bottom, meaning that, opened or closed, this deck box takes up the same space with no hanging lids, excess material, or, as we've seen prior, glued-on flaps that can come undone at the seam. We're looking at ultimate space and ultimate durability here. Materials are just top of the line. Lovely microfiber lining, and GameGenic's unique Nexofiber exterior. Side slots allow for easy deck access, so no more turn it over and dump out your deck needed here. For those who like side-loading boxes, GameGenic also offers the Sidekick, which is the side-loading version of the Squire. Or perhaps the Squire is the top-loading version of the Sidekick. Either way, it's the same stats with the fully removable lid, 100 double-sleeved card capacity, and overall excellent quality and craftsmanship. Did I mention these deck boxes are $16.99 each? I know price shouldn't be a factor, but it's always nice to see competitive pricing. Both the Squire and the Sidekick are available in a wide variety of colors, and the fully removable lids means you can even mix and match if you want to embrace your true two-color Ravnican guild. I just love that little snap together sound. As someone who really disliked having small play spaces at a local game store, being cramped in with deck boxes splayed everywhere. I love the ultimate compact nature of these. I love that because it is a magnetic flap that is fully removable, that there are no glued together seams that can come undone over time. Magnets don't wear off. They're like magic. No one knows how they work, according to people who aren't scientists. But when I saw these, I thought, uh-oh, it is just magnets. There is no lid or lip or anything like that to keep this from falling off. What a beautiful design, fantastic materials, and yet there's no way. Oh, snap! Told you I tested these beforehand, except for the Dragon Shield one. Look at that. Come on. All right, I did get them to come open eventually. Here, we'll try the side loader. I swear I got it. There we go. Whew. But it takes a lot of effort. These are strong, secure, compact, masterfully designed. It's my new favorite line, honestly. It really is. Just fantastic. And I really think when I'm looking at the GameGenic deck boxes, I'm looking at the future of accessories. These deck boxes from GameGenic are excellent all around, and I can't find a fault. One of my earliest deck box reviews laments how terrible and unfixable the top-loading flip design is. And yet here we are, half a decade later, with a fantastic redesign and innovative style that makes me swoon. Grade obviously is a solid A, as this is one of my new favorite deck boxes. I hope very much this video has been of some help to you. You can help me out a lot, by the way, by just remembering to subscribe, hitting like, leaving a comment, but more than anything, just passing this video along to a friend, posting it on your social media. That would be one of the most helpful things there is. And when it is possible, even during this terrible time of pandemic, give your local game store a call. I'll include links for online ordering to these accessories, should you be interested. But before you use them, call up your local game store. See if they're offering safe options like curbside pickup or social distancing where you can walk inside wearing a mandatory mask and pick up your items from the front desk. It's where you will spend time playing Magic the Gathering again one day, and they need your support. So be sure to give them a call. Boy, they just went everywhere.